Hi, Jude Brace here with UAM Football. I'm sitting here with head coach of the Weevil football team, Coach Jackson. We're getting ready for week 3 against the ECU Tigers. Coach, what are some of the challenges that ECU presents?
Well, Jude, whenever you're going up against a team that has a new coaching staff, obviously trying to figure out what they're going to do, both offensively and defensively, and special teams. Obviously, we got video and we watch it, but there's certain aspects of it that you still are going to wonder about, and so that's probably our biggest concern going into this deal. We know that ECU is a good football team. We know they're a physical football team. Their record is no indication of their team, but they're trying to make that next step, and in a home game against us, this is their opportunity. So we need to be prepared.
So what are some of the biggest points of emphasis this week preparing for ECU?
I think probably just being more disciplined in finishing. I mean, last week, I think we were up 30-7 going in at halftime. I think our guys sort of relaxed a little bit. The fact that game was delayed for 45 minutes, and we were in a new place, even though it was a home game. We were at Monticello Field. There was a lot of distractions that went on, and so probably just talking about this week, limiting our penalties, which again, that's something we've got to get better at week to week. But I think just finishing, and whether it's we're in a team drill, or we're doing a special teams drill, or we're doing our sprints after practice, whatever it is, we just got, we kept pushing the word finish. And look, we're not a good enough team, Jude, to just take it easy after 30 minutes. We got to play 60 minutes of football, and our team needs to realize that. And as coach and staff, we're going to continue to stress those points.
So what are your expectations for this week 3 matchup?
Well, I mean, it's always conference in our league, so every game that we play is a big game, but I just want our guys, Jude, to understand that we're not a type of team that can just step on the field and our opponent's just going to say, okay, we're going to mark this loss up and we're going to move on to next week. We're not that kind. We're not built that way. We're a team that has to play for 60 minutes. We're a team that's got to play every play. We're a team that's got to limit the penalties. We're a team that can't give up the big play, 2 or 3 times a game. There's a lot of things that we can't do, and because if we do allow some of those things to happen, we're going to find ourselves at the losing end of a football game. So our guys, and we continue to stress this, and this has always been something that we've built on as the season's going on, is that we can't have the penalties, pre-snap penalties, right? I mean, those are the worst kind of penalties there are. The ones that happen during the play, hey, I get it. It's a physical game. Sometimes you're going to get yourself caught in a position and you're not going to be able to help getting those penalties. But the ones that happen pre-snap, man, we've got to get away from those. Going into this one, we just practice this week, Jude. We were in indoor. It rained a little bit on a Sunday night when we practiced. We going out today on Thursday to try to get a good practice in on the field, trying to get things normal a little bit before we leave tomorrow to head to ECU. So there's a lot of things that I'm expecting that I want to happen in this game. Will they happen like that perfectly? No. But I guess I want to see us get better at understanding that there's going to be peaks and valleys in the football game, and we've got to be able to try to even those out and have a steady climb throughout a game. So my expectations is that I want us to get better with each play. And if we do that, then we've got a chance to be successful. But if we don't, then it's going to be a long night for us. But I think our players understand that message that we're trying to send. So hopefully Saturday when we kick it off at 6, we'll be in the right frame of mind.
Okay. So a little non-football question is, so what's a non-football related talent that most people don't know you have?
Probably that I'm a very good dancer and very good at building bonfires, which that's 2 really strange, probably not related whatsoever. But I like to sit around a bonfire once in a while and smoke a cigar, and then around a bonfire sometimes to get an urge to dance. I don't know. So, but I'm making that up because I'm a horrible dancer. But so I don't know what my talent would be.
Both of those skills incorporated into this season already.
That's right. Because you get a big win. We always get a winning cigar, but I've been able to dance in front of the players there after a game. So I'm trying to get better at it. Like I said, I've never been really good at it, but my talents are limited outside of football, and then I don't even know if I'm very talented here. So we just, I like to have fun. I do that. I do enjoy being around good friends and family and have a good time. And I think that's a talent that everybody should have. It's always good to be able to relax and enjoy your family as much as possible.
So that's all the questions we got for this week. Thank you very much, Coach.
Appreciate it, Jude. Thanks.
Now we welcome on the starting QB for the Weevils, Cole Sears. So first question, what have you learned or taken away from your year last year and applied it to this season?
I think just being able to see all the different types of defenses. I mean, I've been a starter now for going on, this will be my third year, so I feel like the things have just really been able to slow down for me, and I've just been able to see kind of what everybody's been able to try to do to me, and I can almost see it before they actually do it. So I feel like the experience has helped me in that.
So it's kind of like you see a lot of NFL analysts say that once a QB sees things start to slow down, it becomes a lot easier. You start to read the coverages better.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I don't know if you knew, so you have already 4 rushing touchdowns on the season. You had 7 last year, so how does that ability to run factor in your decision making, on big plays like 3rd and long or on the goal line?
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm a run-first quarterback. I don't necessarily just try to go out there and try to run every play, but I use my legs as an ability to escape almost as if I'm getting pressure. I'll use my legs in that situation, but I don't just look to run, but if I see an opening, I'm going to take it.
So what are some of the things you've been focusing on in preparing for this week's game against ECU?
East Central does a lot of different things up front. They'll jump back and forth from a 3-down front and a 4-down front, which is confusing for us. So I just got to be disciplined in making my calls up front and protection to be able to protect myself. So just them being able to do that kind of messes us up. But I put in a lot of extra film work this week to prepare, so I feel like I'm ready for that.
All right. How important is it to you to get everyone involved in the passing game? I read you the stat earlier. You've had receptions to at least 11 different players in each game so far.
Yeah, I have a lot of trust in anybody that steps out on the field, whether it's receiver or running back. I got a lot of weapons. A lot of them actually are young guys that I've been able to work with and try to build a new chemistry with. But it's been fun. With whoever's out there, I trust them to be able to make a play, and I'm going to give them a chance.
Trust is a big thing as a QB.
Absolutely.
So, last question, the non-football related one. What is one special talent that you have that isn't a football skill that a lot of people don't know about?
I would have to say kneeboarding. I'm a big going to the lake guy in the summer, so I get out there on the kneeboard and do a few tricks and stuff and whatnot.
No wakeboarding?
I can't wake, but I've never actually learned how to wakeboard, so I'd like to, maybe someday.
Kneeboarding, that's interesting. All right, well, thank you. That's all the questions we got for this week. All right, for our third and final guest, we'll welcome on Hakim Gray, starting nose tackle for the Weevils.
How you doing?
So, how are you and the defense preparing for this week's game?
Man, really just taking each day by day, man, making sure we get the run fits, You can't stop the run, then, it's going to be hard for you to win the game. Really just practicing hard, being aggressive through practice, getting ready for the game.
All right, so how has having a new D-line coach and Coach Ashburn impacted you this season?
I mean, it's always rough, to get a new start, but, it's been good, man. He's been teaching us a lot of good techniques, just really developing us and helping us play faster, so, been good.
So has there been any big changes from last year to this year?
No, this year, really, we just, just pay attention to the small details, That's his big thing, pay attention to small details, so any little thing, and he's been helping me big time, just slowing down and making me a better player every day.
So what is something that you learned from last year that you can apply to this year?
Last year, my feet, using my feet more, not trying to, and also, I want to say, being a better student of the game. I feel like last year I was raw, kind of, instead of just trying to learn the game and being a student of the game, I try to use my athletic ability. I need to, this year, be more slower to the game, being a student of the game. But
so what is one strength on the defense that you think can take advantage of something about the ECU offense this week?
Me personally, I think our athletic ability. I think we have a lot of athletes on the defense. We got a bunch of guys that can play. They can really play on anybody's team and make a difference. So I think that's really our athletic ability. I want to say.
So what is one non-football related skill that you got? Something that most people don't know about.
Everybody really know I'm a hooper, man. I'm really young Shaquille O'Neal. I'm a hooper, so the basketball team want to pick me up, come get me. So So that's really my.
You want to be a dual sport athlete?
Yeah, I'm gonna see how it go. I'm gonna see how it go, but that's probably my thing.
All right, well, thank you for coming on, and we look forward to seeing you play against ECU this
All
week.
right, thank you.